Hi everyone, I am Sanjay Lad. Welcome to one more video of Special Biotonic. Students, in today's discussion we'll talk about protein synthesis, which is also called as translation. Students, in the beginning I request you all to like my channel, share it and subscribe it. Now students, there are many elements required for protein synthesis. The first element required is the ribosome itself. As we know that ribosomes are called as factory of protein synthesis. Now we know that proteins are made up of amino acid. So to form proteins we require various types of amino acid which are brought from cytoplasm to the site of protein synthesis by various types of tRNAs. Now these are the tRNAs called as transfer RNA, which will bring the amino acid from cytoplasm to the site of protein synthesis. Now this protein synthesis requires many enzymes such as amino acid tRNA synthetases and peptidal transferases. What is the meaning of this and function of it? We'll see it bit afterwards. Now this protein synthesis is highly endothermic reaction, so energy is derived from ATP. Now students, we require a precise information for protein synthesis which is brought to the site of protein synthesis by messenger RNA. Now you can see this is a messenger RNA with direction of 5' to 3'. Here you can see the codon as AUG, UU, UUC, UUG and UAA. It is going to form this protein, that is methionine, phenylalanine and leucine. So by using these elements we'll see the protein which it is going to form. It will form a protein with this 4 amino acid, that is methionine, phenylalanine, leucine. Now students, those who want to understand the structure of say ribosomes and various types of amino acid, I am including the video in the I section, please check that. Students, protein synthesis takes place in 2 steps. The first step is activation of amino acid and the second step is actual protein synthesis, which is further divided into 3 sub-steps: initiation, elongation and termination. Now the first step in protein synthesis is activation of amino acid. What will happen? This ATP breaks to form pyrophosphate, and in the same step this amino acid is attached to AMP to form adenylated amino acid. So if you know the meaning of ATP, ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, which breaks to form AMP plus PPI, and this AMP which is left from ATP is attached to amino acid to form adenylated amino acid, which will get further broken down to form AMP, and now this highly active amino acid is loaded onto tRNA to form amino acyl tRNA. Now all these enzymes are catalyzed by this enzyme called as amino acyl tRNA synthetase. Now let us see what is the meaning of this enzyme. Synthetase means the enzyme which does synthesis of something, and as it is synthesizing amino acyl tRNA, therefore this name of the enzyme is amino acyl tRNA synthetase. Now I have given 7 star to this reaction because see, once you load correct amino acid to this tRNA, the job of protein synthesis is almost 99% done accurately. Now what is the meaning of this? If you know carefully, we have almost 61 codon and we have almost say 40 to 45 types of tRNAs. So loading correct amino acid to the tRNA is very important job. Therefore I have written 7 star for this reaction. Now this is actual protein synthesis now, where there are 3 steps in this: initiation, elongation and termination. Now in the initiation, what will happen is the small unit of ribosome attached to methionine tRNA get attached to 5' end of the mRNA. So if you see on the screen, this is a sequence of mRNA and small unit of ribosome with methionine tRNA, which is also called as initiator tRNA, attached to 5' end, and it start moving towards the 3' end. Now this small unit stops at first AUG, and what will happen at this junction? Large unit comes and bind to this small unit to form a functional ribosome. So this is a functional ribosome form. So what is a functional ribosome? When large unit and small unit come together, it is called as functional ribosome. Now students, if you see carefully, this P site is occupied by methionine tRNA and this A site is vacant. What will happen further? This A site is occupied by the tRNA attached to phenylalanine. Now we know that AUG code for methionine and UU codes for phenylalanine. So here tRNA attached to phenylalanine will come and bind to A site. Now we have the role of peptidyl transferase. As the name says, this enzyme will form the peptide bond between amino acid. What this enzyme will do? It will form a bond between this methionine and phenylalanine. And if you see carefully here, the peptidyl transferase has loaded methionine to this phenylalanine by breaking the bond between this tRNA and methionine. Now this tRNA is free and will go into the cytoplasm for bringing next amino acid. Now we have decoded AUG to form methionine, we have decoded UU to form phenylalanine. Now what will happen? This ribosome will move one codon ahead. And if you see here, the ribosome has moved to one codon ahead. Now we know that one codon is almost equal to 3 nucleotides. Now this P site is occupied by this tRNA attached to phenylalanine and methionine. This tRNA will go to the cytoplasm. Now this A site is vacant. Now students, what this ribosome is doing, it is moving one codon ahead. That step is called as translocation. So changing the location is called as translocation. Now students, we know that UU code for phenylalanine. Similarly, UUC also code for phenylalanine. So this A site will be occupied by tRNA attached to phenylalanine. So here this phenylalanine attached to tRNA has come and taken site over the A site at ribosome. Now what this peptidyl transferase will do? It will break the bond between this tRNA and phenylalanine and it will load this phenylalanine to this phenylalanine by forming a peptide bond. So that is the role of peptidyl transferase, and the continuation of polypeptide chain is called as elongation process. And now this tRNA is free to go to the cytoplasm. Here what we have done now, AUG is coded to form methionine, UUC has coded to form phenylalanine. Now the next codon to be coded is UUG, which actually codes for leucine. Now here what will happen, this tRNA will go to the cytoplasm for bringing next amino acid and ribosome will move one codon ahead. Now this A site is vacant. Now we know that UUG code for leucine, and here the tRNA attached to leucine will come and bind to this A site. So if you see here, the leucine tRNA has come to the site of A. Now peptidyl transferase will break the bond between this tRNA and phenylalanine and it will add this phenylalanine to this leucine. And now this tRNA is free to go to the cytoplasm to bring next amino acid and ribosome will move now one codon ahead. Now we know that UAA, UAG, UGA, these three are stop codons which will not code for any amino acid. They are also called as non-sense codons. Now what will happen? Instead of any tRNA, here a release factor will come and bind to this A site. And normally what this peptide transferase will do, it will form bond between this amino acid and next amino acid. As there is no amino acid to the release factor, what will happen? This peptide transferase will add hydroxyl group to this leucine and that marks actually the end of protein synthesis, which is also called as termination. So what has happened here? The polypeptide chain is released into cytoplasm. Even large unit and small unit of ribosome get separated. So that is the end of protein synthesis. So the beginning of protein synthesis called as initiation. Further formation of polypeptide chain is called as elongation, and the separation of polypeptide chain as well as large and small unit of ribosome is called as the termination of protein synthesis. So students, with the help of this precise mRNA sequence, we have formed the precise protein with polypeptide chain. So if you see carefully, AUG has coded methionine, UUC coded for phenylalanine, and UUG has coded for leucine, and the last codon doesn't code for anything. So this is the end of protein synthesis. So I hope you are understanding the 3 steps in protein synthesis, that is initiation, elongation and termination. And one more step in protein synthesis to start with is activation of amino acid. So I hope you are clear with the concept of protein synthesis, which is also called as translation. Students, at the end, I request you all to like my channel, share it and subscribe it. Subscription is totally free, and don't forget to press bell icon. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video.